Do you like to read? And if so, are you part of the BookTok community? Finding an exciting book is a great feeling, but searching for a new one, waiting for the next volume, or for it to be translated into your language, that can be frustrating. Can artificial intelligence help us out and improve our reading experience? Let's find out. AI is no stranger to literature. It recommends what we should read and predicts which books could be successful. And of course, AI can also help with writing. 2.6 million books that came out in 2023 were self-published. They weren't all created by machines, but Amazon introduced a new limit of 3 uploads per day due to the rising number of AI-generated books. So how does this impact the range of books we can choose from, and does AI make it any better? Going through blurbs and online reviews can be time-consuming. AI tools recommend books tailored to the specific interests of readers. On social media, it gets a human touch. On TikTok, many content creators post videos reviewing books under the hashtag BookTok. These reviews have enormous reach, with more than 72.5 million posts.
I think it's gotten a lot of people to share their personal connections to stories in a really meaningful way. And it's gotten a lot of people to either start reading or get back into reading.
BookTok is also a huge business. Users can buy some of the recommended books directly through the app. Bookstores have shelves dedicated to BookTok reviews, and well-known publishers have collaborated with TikTok. As a result, sales in genres like fantasy have grown, and certain books get a lot of hype. One prominent example is US author Colleen Hoover. BookTok clips like reaction videos went viral as the algorithm pushed them into user feeds, driving a 661% increase in sales of her older titles. In theory, social media could offer more exposure to lesser-known or marginalized authors.
I think that BookTok has helped bring attention to authors and stories that might have not reached such a wide audience before. At the same time, the algorithm does kind of favor these books and authors that are not so diverse.
Because the algorithm favors content that's likely to appeal to users, it often amplifies trends. Finding diverse authors requires active searching. BookTok, Bookstagram, and similar platforms offer ways to discover new books and authors. At the same time, AI is also influencing the texts themselves. Japanese author Ria Kudan had ChatGPT write a small part of her novel, Sympathy Tower Tokyo, and she won a literary award. Some writers were not amused. Developing characters, creating a plot, filling blank pages, is this something AI can help with?
As an author, I'm ambivalent.
According to a survey of 258 British authors conducted by the University of Cambridge, more than half fear AI could replace them. Many are skeptical about recent developments.
What's at stake is independence of one's own mind and freedom of thought.
AI is the biggest talking point at the Frankfurt Book Fair. As one of the world's largest book fairs, it's an important international gathering for the industry. Authors and publishers discuss how best to handle it. Many readers prefer the personal style of human authors, but some writers are also open to using AI and experimenting with new technology, for example, to gain inspiration.
I can use it to create plot structure and character configurations, but I can also let it write or edit the text itself.
Publishers mostly use AI for advertising, blurbs, and marketing. Some tools can generate sales projections with up to 90% accuracy. Certain algorithms can even predict which books might become bestsellers and which won't. AI-generated book covers are controversial. Some publishers have faced criticism for using them, while others are curious to see what AI can create.
One aspect is productivity, improving it and making workflows faster and more efficient. That's the less controversial aspect. But I don't think burying your head in the sand and hoping it'll go away is ever the right approach.
Copyright is a major issue. AI systems often train using copyrighted works, without permission and without paying the authors. In the US and India, OpenAI and Anthropic are now facing lawsuits. Anthropic has already agreed to pay $1.5 billion in compensation. The company is accused of training its systems on around 7 million works without permission.
AI companies are harming us in two ways. On the one hand, they're stealing my work, the time I spent on it, and the research costs I invested. On the other hand, they're flooding my market with AI-generated products and text.
Many authors demand fair payment for training data, greater transparency in AI usage, and legal protections for creatives. Despite AI being trained on novels, many in the literary scene believe that it will never be able to replace human creativity and the art of writing, even as it improves. However, when it comes to non-fiction and translation, AI is gaining a strong foothold.
Artificial intelligence is based on statistical recurrence, while real communication works on a symbolic level.
AI uses probabilities to translate. It recognizes patterns, not meaning, unlike human translators. Nevertheless, AI has entered the industry. The consequences are also being felt in this Translators Association in Buenos Aires.
It's something entirely new that's being added to our work, and we need to adapt to it. I believe our work will change with this new tool.
AI can help with translation. While it does perform better with factual texts, it also has its limits. Automated choices can change the meaning or create connections that were never intended. Machines also struggle with tone, cultural references, and emotional nuance. Virginia Rubiolo has been working as a translator for 15 years. She finds the flaws in AI very noticeable.
We took a poem and ran it through ChatGPT, DeepL, and Google Translate. The poem described someone lying motionless in a place and was clearly about death. No AI was able to interpret it correctly.
One mistranslated word shifted the poem's emotional weight, as the AI couldn't recognize the reference to a real cemetery. So, could translators be replaced? In this office in Argentina, they don't think so.
I believe that authenticity is very important in art. It would be very risky for publishers to damage that image.
Others are more skeptical. After 13 years, Stephanie Schäfer from Germany has lost her job as a magazine translator to AI. She also knows translators who now correct AI translations for very little pay.
This makes us very worried about our work, our jobs, because costs are being cut all over the place or need to be cut. Quantity is being valued over quality.
She believes human translation is a sign of quality that could actually help publishers stand out. Could made by humans become a new mark of quality? At least you could be sure that you're reading books written by human authors. It's becoming increasingly difficult to tell AI and human works apart, and in illustrations too. With just a few prompts, AI can generate impressive images. Tests have shown that viewers find it hard to distinguish between works created by humans and those created by AI. Interestingly, though, the human-made images were preferred. But what does this mean for children? Heartfelt drawings, elaborate illustrations, and artistic covers. In kids' books, it's not just the text that counts, but also the visual appeal.
Unfortunately, I worry that children wouldn't recognize an AI-generated book.
Using AI tools, illustrations, pictures, and comics can be generated within seconds. So where's the difference? Many illustrators create their drawings with meticulous effort and attention to detail. Readers appreciate them for this. Now there is new digital competition.
AI can't think and doesn't have feelings. But that's exactly what children's books need to encourage thinking and evoke emotions. It becomes problematic when they're created without this thought process.
This publisher specializes in non-fiction for children and teenagers. They're already using AI tools, for instance, in books about the Roman Empire and prehistoric societies.
We use photographic images to make the content more tangible. For example, what did it feel like to live in ancient Rome? No one ever took a photo of that. It's great to be able to generate an atmosphere that helps them better understand what it was like.
There's a steady increase in AI-generated children's books appearing on the internet, and they're not always clearly labeled. For now, though, publishers are still relying on human expertise.
We never use AI to replace human work. For illustrations aimed at younger age groups, where we use drawings, we believe human creativity and artistry are more valuable and relevant to children.
For some illustrators, AI can at least be a useful tool, helping them channel their thoughts and emotions into their drawings more easily. So, are AI, social media, and algorithms improving the world of books? Let's check. Do algorithms make it easier to find your next favorite book? Yes, but they mostly show us what many other people like. To find something truly new, you have to search actively yourself. Are books getting better? AI-generated books are being published en masse. They're often cheap, low quality, and there are even fakes of works by real authors. For well-written novels, you should still rely on humans. Publishers can use AI to speed up the production process. That won't necessarily make the books cheaper, but they could be published sooner. And finally, can AI help with writing and illustrating? In my opinion, yes it can, but only if it's used as a tool. Real creativity comes from humans. One thing is certain, we need clear rules and labels for AI. That's it from me today. See you next time.